Hello guys, welcome to my channel. A quick introduction. My name is Zaheer Siddiqui. I've done Masters in Computer Sciences, Masters in Business Administration, along with Bachelor's in Sciences. I have completed Advanced Diploma of Leadership and Management, Advanced Diploma of Marketing and Communication, Diploma of Information Technology, Diploma of Project Management, Diploma of Human Resources Management, Diploma of Work Health and Safety, Diploma of Business, Diploma of Accounting, Diploma of Financial Services, and Diploma of Vocational Education and Training. I'm serving the business industry since 1995 and have worked for many multinationals as well as leading Australian organizations. I enjoy teaching and helping my students to learn and grow. In this video, we are going to commence discussions on Australian diploma level unit named as Manage Operational Plans. So let's start. Today, we are going to talk about just a few topics. First of all, we will have a discussion on strategic planning. We will look into what is strategic plan, what is operational plan. Then we will have a look what are the key components of an operational plan. We will discuss what is KRI, what are KPIs, and finally we will talk about performance targets. So the first thing comes in, which is strategic planning. So whenever we say strategic planning, it's an organization's process of defining its strategy or direction and making decisions on allocating its resources to pursue this strategy. We can also call it as long-term planning. So for example, if I'm running a business or if I'm managing a business and I would like to achieve something within the next 10 years time, I would be looking into defining the strategic plan. So whenever we say strategic planning, we are basically talking about developing a strategic plan. So when we say developing a strategic plan, so what does that strategic plan include? It outlines the mission, vision, and high-level goals of the organization. Could be for 3 years, maybe for 5 years, and for some organization it could be going for 10 years. It also takes into account how achievement of these goals will be measured and the major projects you will take on to meet them. So when we talk about strategic plan, I will repeat myself once again, it's a long-term plan. It's a high-level plan. It doesn't really explain to each and every department what they are supposed to do or how they should achieve those high-level goals. So I could say there is always a gap. To fill in this gap, we define another plan, which we call it as operational plan. Operational plan is a detailed plan which provides a clear picture of how a team, section, or a department will contribute to the achievement of the organization goals. It provides guidance on resourcing and steps necessary to achieve the organization's mission and business objectives. So the question arises, how? When we say how, it basically comes back to what is included in an operational plan. So these are some of the key components of an operational plan. Number 1, objectives. Number 2, activities. Number 3, quality standards. Number 4, key targets. Number 5, key performance indicators. Number 6, risk management plan. Then we have staffing and resourcing requirements and timelines. And finally, a process for monitoring the progress. This is what operational plan is all about. So now, as we can see, with all these components, if we put together all of them on a piece of paper, it will be a little bit more clearer what we are going to do. Maybe within next 6 months, maybe within next 12 months time, we will exactly know what are our objectives, and we will exactly know what are the activities which we need to undertake to get up to those objectives or to achieve those objectives. And when we will be working on those activities, we will exactly know what are the minimum required quality standards, what are our key performance indicators, key results areas, and we will also know that how much money we need, what type of people we need, what type of resources we need, what are the timelines, and how someone would be monitoring the overall progress of this operational plan. Having said that, as all of us are human beings, things may go wrong. So we always have a backup plan as well, which we call it as risk management plan. So whenever we talk about an operational plan, regardless if it is going for a 6 months or a 12 months time, we definitely define a risk management plan as well. So this is all about operational plans components. So now you may have a little bit of picture that how operational plan may look like. In our next video, we will actually prepare an operational plan and we will work on a template or we will work on a format, and you will exactly know what is actually required to prepare the plan. Now, going back. So when we talk about operational plans, there could be many types of operational plans. As I just said, and as we just read from these slides, operational plans are usually go on departmental basis or a section wise or a team wise. So it depends that how big your organization is. If you have several departments in your organization, then you may have several operational plans, usually one operational plan for each department, or maybe one operational plan for each team or for each project. Depends how big your operation is. So when we talk about operational plan, there could be many types of operational plans, something like production and manufacturing plan, human resources plan, distribution plans, IT plans, location and facilities plans, and so on and so forth. Whenever we talk about either strategic plans or operational plans, or even if we talk about business operations, we always refer to something which is called as key results areas. Key results areas are of two types, one for business and one for employees. For each employee, key result area could be different. But as at the moment we are talking about businesses, we are talking about organizations, then in general, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different types of KRIs in general. For some organizations, they could be different. But in general, these are the 4 ones which we have. Number 1, financial, customer satisfaction, internal business processes, and obviously professional development. So in a very simple words, if I say that whenever we talk about managing operational plans and we are talking about success factors, we usually look into how good we are in our finances or managing the finances, how good we are in satisfying our customers, regardless if they are internal customers or external customers, and how good we are in our internal business processes, and how good we are in professional development of our employees. So whenever we talk about KRI, we have another abbreviation jumps in, which is referred as KPI. KPI means Key Performance Indicator. It is a measurable value that demonstrates how effectively a company is achieving key business objectives. There could be something like marketing KPIs, sales KPIs, financial KPIs, customer satisfaction KPIs, could be anything. And as we just read it, they are always a measurable value. So for example, if I'm saying that I need to earn $10 million in next 12 months, that's my KPI. Now, whether it is achievable or unachievable, that's a different argument, but it is a measurable value. So when we talk about KRIs and when we talk about KPIs, the next thing comes in, which is referred as performance targets. So whenever we define those performance targets, we need to ensure that they are specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and they're timed. We usually call them as SMART performance targets. So what we had discussions on, a very quick overview of what is strategic plan. We had a very quick discussion on what is operational plan. We talked about key components of an operational plan. We also talked about KRIs, KPIs, and performance targets. But please keep in mind, we didn't discuss them in detail. They were just an overview what they are, and in our next video we will start talking about all of them one by one in much more detail. Thank you very much for listening, and I will be looking forward to talk to you in next video. Thanks a lot.